Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, I'm going to be trying to teach you guys the best 5 maps for every single Brawl inside of a game, all 39. So this video is going to take a long while to record, so definitely let me know if you like these type of videos. I'll be trying to do as many informative videos from now on, helping you guys push all of these brawlers. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the first brawler. Alright, so first up is Shelly. So Shelly is a bit of an easy one in terms of what modes she's actually good on. She's only good in Brawl in this current meta, and even at that, it's a really anti-tank meta, so Shelly's just going to suck even more. But her number one map for sure is going to be Sneaky Fields, so if you're looking to push her there. Then there's other maps that she's pretty decent on: Super Stadium, Center Stage, Sunny Soccer, Field Goal. So basically the way you want to be pushing Shelly is if you see a lot of tanks on that Brawl map, just bring out a Shelly maybe, and you'll be able to push her much better. Alright, so next up is Nita, and Nita again really isn't the best in the meta. I'd recommend pushing her in Brawl again, but in terms of other modes, you can maybe push her on Pit Stop and Gift Gems. Are the two best heist maps for her. Snake Shop's probably like the only gem grab map you can really push her on if you're looking to push her high. And then again for Brawl, Triple Dribble's a really good map for her. Sneaky Fields a good map. Super Stadium, Center Stage, these are all really good maps for Nita. So next up is Colt. So Colt's best map by far, I believe, is going to be Kaboom Canyon. You can actually play him in competitive on Kaboom Canyon. He's so good down that left hand side, so definitely try and push him there. Another good map for him, Safe Zone. I love playing him on this map, and Twist and Shoot as well. So 3 new heist maps. Colt's going to be amazing on this. He can be played in pretty much every heist map, so if you don't like the look of these maps, you can definitely push him on. I think every single heist map is going to be pretty decent for him. In terms of Brawl, I probably recommend playing Field Goal. It's the most open map for Colt. And then the likes of Super Stadium, Sneaky Field is going to be pretty decent. But other than that, Colt's not really got many other good maps in the game. So next up is Bull, and his best map for sure is going to be Pit Stop. I love playing him there in competitive, but also on ladder, it's really fun to push there. Bull's definitely a heist brawler, but it can be pretty decent inside of Brawl. He's not going to be good in any other mode, in my opinion, but other maps that he's pretty decent in is good at Gift Gems. He's pretty decent in Hot Potato as well. Wouldn't really recommend playing him in any other map. Maybe GG Mortuary he might be pretty decent in. And for Brawl, if you like playing Brawl a lot more than heist, you can push him in Sneaky Fields pretty good. Sneaky Fields is a really good tank map. I recommend playing him there. Super Stadium as well, he's going to be pretty decent in. Other than that, there's not really a lot of other maps that Bull's going to be great in. Okay, so next up is Jessie. So Jessie, I believe her best maps are definitely Kaboom Canyon and Safe Zone. The 2 new heist maps are really good for pushing her. If you're looking to push her in Gem Grab, Merch 4 is definitely the best map for her, in my opinion. She's also decent in a few other Gem Grab maps. I wouldn't really advise playing her too much inside of Gem Grab. I'd rather play inside of Brawl as well. Field Goal's another good pick for her. Sunny Soccer, I really enjoy playing her there. But yeah, definitely if you're looking to push her on one of the 2 heist maps I recommend. Okay, so for Brock, he used to be a super versatile brawler. You can push him everywhere, but I'll definitely recommend playing him on Bounty or Heist. His best heist map is probably going to be Kaboom or Safe Zone. Again, he's absolutely amazing on this map. One of the best brawlers on this map for sure. You can play him on pretty much any single heist map though. GG Mortuary is really good on opening up the walls. Hot Potato, Twist and Shoot, Pit Stop, Gift Gems, they're literally all really good maps for him. Bounty, his best map's going to be Shooting Star, Excel, Dry Season, Overgrown Oasis, some really good maps for him. And then a Backyard Bowl for Brawl is definitely going to be his best map. Other than that, it's not really that good in Brawl, and Gem Grab, I wouldn't really recommend playing him there. Next up is Bo, and obviously he's the best gem carrier in the game right now, so every single Gem Grab map is going to be a good map to push him on. But the strongest one I would probably say is Merch 4, because he can just block off the entrance points into the mid. With his mines, he's just insane on that Gem Grab map. Inside of Brawl, if you like to push Brawl a bit more, I'd recommend playing him on Sneaky Fields or Super Stadium. They're probably the 2 maps that suit him the most. Also Field Goal, pretty decent map for him. Bounty, I mean, he's going to be pretty decent across all Bounty maps, but the strongest by far is going to be Snake Prairie. And then all the other modes, he's just stronger on Brawl, Bounty, and Gem Grab, as I said. Okay, as all of you are surely aware, Tick is the king of Bounty. So Tick, best mode's definitely going to be Bounty. If you're looking to push him, I'll definitely recommend playing him with Shooting Star. Down the middle, he's really good in. Canal Grande, he's unbelievable on. Excel, he's really good on as well. Layer Cake, a really good map for him. Then moving on to Siege. Siege is a really good way to push throwers, especially the worst ones like Dynamite and Tick. So obviously Tick, you can play on Some Assembly Required. Nuts and Bolts is a really good map as well. Next up is 8-Bit. So 8-Bit is surprisingly still really weak in the meta. So if you're looking for the best maps to push him on, I'll definitely recommend Kaboom Canyon. Again, he's going to be amazing on that map. Safe Zone, a pretty decent map for him as well. Not many other good heist maps for him. So moving on to Brawl, Backyard Bowls, probably like the only consistent one actually. No, and Field Goal, nearly forgot about that. They're two really good maps to push him on. And inside Gem Grab as well, there's only really one map I would play him on, and it's Crystal Arcade. Other than that, maybe Hard Rock Mine, you could maybe push him on. But the strongest maps are going to be the ones I previously mentioned for sure. So for Ems, her best modes are going to be Gem Grab and Brawl by far, if you're looking to push her pretty high. I'd recommend the maps Sneaky Fields. That's probably the best map for her. She's really good even in mid or down lane. She's pretty decent in. Again, Super Stadium, a really good map for her because that's where you normally see a lot of tanks pushing her down the lane. Center Stage is a pretty decent map for her. Sunny Soccer as well. And then moving on to Gem Grab, by far her best map on Gem Grab, it's going to be a double swoosh. She's amazing down either lane if you're looking to push her, because she's pretty good against Pam if you obviously against that matchup. Again, Merch Fort's going to be a pretty decent place to push her as well. Okay, so the next one is a pretty tough one. El Primo, he's not really the best in the current meta. Obviously his best role is as a tank counter, but I would say the best maps for him are going to be Sneaky Fields, Super Stadium, Center Stage. They're going to be the three tank heavy Brawl maps that you're going to be seeing him pretty much a lot on, so definitely try and push him there. If we're going into Heist, probably the only heist maps you can push him on are Pit Stop and Gift Gems, because you see a lot of tanks inside of those modes, so that's where Primo's going to thrive. Other than that, can't really think of many other maps you can strongly push him on. So next up is Barley. His best two modes are by far Brawl and Siege. All the other maps, not really modes, not really that good at pushing him on, but by far I'd say it's Siege. So if you're looking to push him, definitely push him on Some Assembly Required, a really good map. Nuts and Bolts, very good at Junk Park as well. They're the three Siege maps that he's going to be best in. He's so dominant in Siege for sure. If you're looking to push him on Brawl, I'd recommend probably playing like Sunny Soccer's a decent map for him. Triple Dribble's an amazing map. Other than that, I'll say Barley probably struggles on the rest of the maps in the game. So next up is Poco, and a couple of metas ago, Poco's literally the king of Brawl. Not really seen too much inside of Brawl anymore, but that's definitely still going to be like the best mode to push him on. I'd recommend playing him in either Sneaky Fields, Super Stadium, Center Stage, Sunny Soccer. There's a load of good maps from Triple Dribble as well. He's pretty decent, and obviously always pair him with tanks. You cannot play without tanks when you're using Poco. And Gem Grab, probably only one map I would really play him on Gem Grab. I mean, he can be pretty decent as Gem Carrier across them all, but Merch Fort is definitely going to be the one that he's strongest in for sure. And then even Heist, I've seen a lot of Poco on Heist. You can actually use it in combination with a tank and Pam. So if you're looking to use him there, you can use him on Kaboom Canyon for sure. So next up is my favorite brawler in the game. It's going to be Rico. So I mainly push him on Brawl on 4 maps that come out. I'm going to push him on these maps. It's Triple Dribble, Sneaky Fields, Super Stadium, and Center Stage. Center Stage is going to be the best option to push him on. If you don't like Brawl, Gem Grab, you've got Hard Rock Mine. He's really good down the right hand side. And then Heist, he's really good in Heist as well. Normally I push him on maps like Hot Potato if you're pushing him down the mid. Pit Stop, he's really good in because there's a lot of tanks on that map. And then Gift Gems as well, he's amazing on. So Daryl's best mode by far is going to be Heist. I normally push him on maps like Safe Zone at GG Mortuary. He's really good in. Pit Stop, he's pretty decent in. Gift Gems, he's good in as well. So Daryl, if you're looking to push him, definitely go to Heist. If you're looking for fast-paced action, Daryl's definitely good in Brawl as well. I like to push him on maps like Center Stage. There's a lot of grass. Sunny Soccer, he's really good in as well. So yeah, but definitely recommend pushing him in Heist. So next up is Penny. Penny's his super versatile brawler in the game right now. I mean, she's pretty decent across every single mode, so it's kind of up to you where you push her, but I recommend probably the easiest matchmaking you're going to get is Siege. She's really good on Some Assembly Required and Factory Rush. They're her best Siege maps. So then if you're looking to push her inside of Brawl, Backyard Bowl's a really good map. Triple Dribble's a really good map. They're probably like the early Brawl maps that I would recommend pushing her if you're looking to go high. Inside of Heist, her best map's gonna be Safe Zone. I like pushing her there. And then inside of Gem Grab, I like pushing her in Undermine and Merch. Well, actually, no, not Merch Fort, it's Crystal Arcade. They're probably the two most solid maps for her to push. So Carl is a really easy one. His two best modes are going to be Gem Grab and Brawl. I'll say Brawl's definitely his strongest. So when I push Carl, I'll normally push him on Sneaky Fields. That's his best map for sure. And then Triple Dribble, Super Stadium, Center Stage, Sunny Soccer, literally all these map. Field Goal, he's so good on. If you're looking to push him on Gem Grab, the two best maps for him for sure are going to be Crystal Arcade and Hard Rock Mine. He's definitely the best down them lanes. So Jackie's best mode is definitely going to be Brawl. So she's on the top in terms of win rates above 600 trophies. I just checked some Brawl stats. She's at the top, so she's definitely good inside of Brawl. The maps I tend to push her on, though, are going to be the likes of Triple Dribble, Sneaky Fields, Center Stage again, Super Stadium, Sunny Soccer. She's going to be really good on those maps. Other than that, if you don't really fancy playing too much Brawl, a lot of these brawlers I've said are obviously good in Brawl, but I like pushing her on XL as well. I like using her in a comp with 2 throwers. So next up is Pam. I really love using her on the maps Olive Branch and Factory Rush. She's probably the best mid inside of that map, them maps for sure. If you're looking to push her on Brawl, back heel bowls probably going to be the best bet to push her on. I mean, she can be usable on the other ones, but that's definitely going to be her best Brawl map. And then going into Heist, she's only really good on one Heist map, I believe, and that's going to be Kaboom Canyon. She's really good at defending on that right hand side. She can literally handle 2 brawlers by herself. And then if you're going into Gem Grab, I'll definitely recommend playing her on maps like Merch Fort. She's really good on the mine. She's really good on Double Swoosh. She's good on, so yeah, definitely push her on these maps. So Frank, it's a pretty easy one. Again, he's only really good inside of Brawl and Siege. His best Brawl maps are going to be Triple Dribble, Sneaky Fields, Super Stadium. They're probably going to be the best ones, and maybe Center Stage he can be pretty decent in. If you're looking to push him inside of Siege, you can play him in pretty much any of these maps. You play him in some assembly required, nuts and bolts, and definitely Junk Park. So BB's best mode for sure is going to be Siege. She's really good in Siege. The 3 maps that I play her on near enough all the time. Going to be some assembly required, nuts and bolts, and Junk Park. They're the 3 maps that she's best on in Siege. And then if you're looking to push her inside of Heist, I definitely recommend Pit Stop or Gift Gems. They're definitely going to be the best maps for her. Brawl, she's pretty much pushable inside of all the Brawl maps. She's not the best in, but yeah, if you're looking to push her inside Brawl, I'd recommend Triple Dribble or Sneaky Fields. Alright, so for B, there's only really one mode you can push her on, unfortunately, and that's going to be Brawl. She's good on every single Brawl map, but the best ones, I would say Backyard Bowl. She's going to be really good in Sneaky Field. She can be pretty decent in the mid. Super Stadium, again, really good. Field Goal is probably going to be her best map because of how open it is. Sunny Soccer, Center Stage. She's going to be literally good on all of his Brawl maps. I won't recommend playing her in any other mode. So for Nanny, there's 2 ways you can push him. It's either the cheesy strategy or across one of the other modes. So inside of Bounty, if you want to go for the generic Bow, Nanny, and Mortis combination, you want to be using him on maps like Snake Prairie. Shooting Star is really good on Dry Season. They're probably the best 3 bounty maps to use that strategy on. And then if you're going into Brawl, if you're looking to push him, you can either push him on Backyard Bowl or Field Goal. They're going to be the 2 best maps for him inside of there. And then inside of Gem Grab, you can play him on Gem Carrier on quite a few maps. I like to use him Gem Carrier inside of Hard Rock Mine. And then also under Mine, he's going to be good in as well. Next up is the brawler either people love or absolutely hate. It's going to be Mortis. So again, with the strategies I mentioned in the previous one with Nanny, you can use him inside of them combinations. He's going to be decent inside of Brawl. I don't want to say he's too good inside of Brawl, but the most popular maps for him for sure going to be Backyard Bowl. I would say he's going to be best there. Inside of Gem Grab, Hard Rock Mine, he's amazing in one of the best brawlers on that map for sure. You can also push him on Minecart Madness and a Snake Shop. I've had pretty good experiences playing him there, but yeah, I mean, he's pretty pushable on every single bounty map as well. But you definitely can't push him in Heist and Siege. So next up is Tara, one of the best brawlers in the game right now, and she's absolutely amazing inside of Brawl and Gem Grab. So if you're looking to push her in Brawl, I'd recommend playing her in the maps Sneaky Field, Super Stadium, Center Stage. She's amazing in Sunny Soccer. She's amazing, and they're going to be the best maps to push her on. And then going into Gem Grab, I'd recommend playing her on either Crystal Arcade, Merch Fort. She's really good in Undermine. She's probably the best lane on that map. They're going to be, and Double Swoosh, they're going to be the best Gem Grab maps. And then moving on to Bounty, there's only one map I would recommend playing on, and obviously it's Snake Prairie. So now on to one of my favorite brawlers in the game, Gene. He's going to be the absolute king of Siege, especially on these 3 maps, some assembly required, Nuts and Bolts, Junk Park. They're like the generic Siege maps, but he's going to be so good inside of M1s. He definitely needed it in like every single comp if you're looking to push him there. Brawl, he's going to be absolutely amazing, and you can push him everywhere. I've pushed him on Backyard Bowl. He's pretty decent in Triple Dribble. He's really good in Sneaky Fields, Super Stadium, Center Stage, Sunny Soccer, Field Goal. I think every single one of them Brawl maps are really good for him. And then Gem Grab, you can play him in mid pretty much on every single map, but the best maps to play him on for sure going to be the likes of Double Swoosh and Undermine. So the best brawler in the game, there's not really a map or mode she's not the best in. You can push Max pretty much anywhere, but these are the maps that I recommend playing her the most in. If you're looking to play a bit of heist, I'll play her on Kaboom, Safe Zone, she's really good there, Hot Potato, Twist and Shoot, Pit Stop, Gift Gem, she's good on all of those maps. Inside of Brawl, I'd say every single Brawl map is made for Max. Max is unbelievable on all of them. Inside of Gem Grab, if you're looking to push her there, probably like Double Swoosh is probably the best map for her there, or like Merch Fort, she's pretty decent in Crystal Arcade. Siege, she's good on pretty much every single Siege map as well. So Max, you can play her pretty much anywhere you're comfortable with. So Mr. P is a strange one. Mr. P used to be usable on every single map inside of the game. He's slowly becoming less and less meta. I don't even know if he's that good in Brawl anymore with the amount of Mortis players inside of a game. That's obviously his biggest weakness. Mortis got a big buff and Mr. P got a nerf, so he's not going to be the best in the meta right now. But if you're looking to push him anywhere right now, you can push him inside of Bounty, pretty decent, and I like pushing him in Overgrown Oasis. That's a really good bounty map to push him on. If you're looking for a Brawl, I'd recommend Triple Dribble. Super Stadium is going to be pretty good for him. Sonny Soccer is going to be good for him. And then inside of a Gem Grab, I like pushing him on maps Merch Fort, Crystal Arcade. He can be good in mid or lane. Holder Up Mine, again, going to be pretty good in Double Swoosh. He's going to be good either mid or lane again. So Mr. P just got to be really wary of the Mortises. Sprout, again, is one of the kings of Bounty. If you're looking to push him on Bounty, his best maps for sure going to be Canal Grande, XL, Dry Season, Overgrown Oasis, Layer Cake. These are all amazing bounty maps for him. You can push him inside of Siege on pretty much any single Siege map, because matchmaking is pretty easy on there. You can push him on there. Then inside of Gem Grab, there's quite a few Gem Grab maps I like playing him on. I like playing him on Harder Up Mine. You can play him either lane or mid. He's amazing there. And I also like playing him Minecart Madness. He's really OP there. So for Spike, there's not a single Brawl map that Spike is bad in. The longer range maps, you can just switch to Curveball. The closer ones, you can maybe use Fertilizer if you want. Literally all Brawl maps, he's going to be insanely pushable on. In terms of Gem Grab, there's a few ones that really stick out to me. He's so dominant on. He's so dominant on Undermine and really dominant on Crystal Arcade as well. They're the two maps that he really sticks out on. So for Crow, there's only one of two modes I normally push him on. The number one mode for him right now is going to be Gem Grab. I love playing him inside of Undermine. He's really good on Undermine. I also like playing him on Double Swoosh. He's pretty good there. In terms of Brawl, you want to be using the shield gadget, and you can use him pretty much on any single Brawl map. He's not going to be the best, but normally I like pushing him on Super Stadium and Center Stage. They're pretty decent maps for him there. Then inside of Heist as well, I like using him on Kaboom because it's really open map. You can use a lot of long range brawlers, so Crow's got to be pretty good there. Other than that, there's not really a ton of maps that Crow's good in inside of 3v3. So Leon, again, he's a tough one. Not really the best in the 3v3 meta, but these are the maps that I enjoy pushing him on the most. If you're looking to play him on Gem Grab, Undermine is a really good map to play him on. I tend to win lane a lot of times when I use him there. Crystal Arcade, another good map as well. A lot of these open maps are good for the worst of brawlers. You tend to find a lot of the time. Inside of Gem Grab, inside of Brawl, sorry, I like to use him on Center Stage. He can be okay in Sonny Soccer, a really good map for him. Field Goal, a good map. Sandy is slowly finding his way into the meta. His best mode is going to be Brawl and Gem Grab. I like pushing him in the maps Undermine and Double Swoosh for Gem Grab, and then Brawl, I like using him on Sneaky Fields. He's amazing in Sneaky Fields, Center Stage, Sonny Soccer, Super Stadium. He's really good on every single Brawl map. Probably the ones I won't advise playing him on are going to be Backyard Brawl. So Gale was actually pretty hard to find 5 maps that he's actually that pushable on. I'd recommend, if you're looking to push him, the 2 best maps for sure going to be GG Mortuary and Safe Zone. Inside of Heist, they're probably his best maps. And then inside of Brawl, I'd recommend maybe playing him on the likes of Super Stadium. He can be okay in Triple Dribble, maybe down the lane. Sonny Soccer, he might be okay in. I mean, Gale's not really in the best place right now. There's not really a lot of places you can play him. The Surge is next up, a really underrated brawler in the meta. I love playing him inside of competitive. He's literally everywhere. So it's a bit more higher skill cap to him inside of competitive, but the modes I recommend playing him in again is going to be Brawl and Gem Grab. So the best maps for him on Brawl, I would say a triple dribble, he's really good on. Sonic Soccer, he's pretty good on. And then Super Stadium as well, he's pretty decent on. And then inside of Gem Grab, I really love playing him on Hard Rock Mine. Crystal Arcade, he can be decent on. But other than that, as I said, you can play him on literally every single Brawl map except for Backyard Brawl. So Dynamite is an interesting one. With his new gadget, he's slowly actually becoming a bit more competitively viable. So the maps I've seen him playing on competitively are GG, Mortuary, and Some Assembly Required. They're probably going to be his two best maps. You can actually push him successfully on the side of them maps. And then inside of Brawl, if you're looking to push him, I'd only really recommend playing him with triple dribble. He's actually pretty insane on. And then, as I said, on Siege, you can actually play him on pretty much, well, three main ones. I normally push him on Some Assembly, Nuts and Bolts, and Junk Park. He is good on. But yeah, Dynamite slowly becoming a bit better. So next up is Rosa. And Rosa, again, a really underrated brawler in the meta. She's actually really viable in a lot of different Gem Grab and Brawl maps. So the maps I recommend playing her on the most: Hard Rock Mine, she's going to be good in. Crystal Arcade, she's good in. You got to bear in mind, you got to connect the bushes a lot with the gadgets. That's where she becomes really dominant on. Merch Fort, she's always been good on that map. Double Swoosh, she's really good on as well. They're going to be the best Gem Grab maps for her. And then inside of Brawl, I probably only recommend really playing her on Sneaky Fields. So for Piper, it's really clear that her best mode is going to be Bounty. She used to be one of the best gem carries in the game. She's not so much anymore. Now there's a lot of Sprout and Mortis in the meta. So yeah, in terms of Piper, her best maps are going to be Snake Prairie and Shooting Star. They're the two best maps by far if you're looking to push her. She's going to be really good also in Dry Season and Overgrown Oasis as well. If you're looking to push her in Brawl, Backyard Brawl is by far going to be the best option for that. And then if you're looking to push her inside a Gem Grab, I'd recommend Hard Rock Mine, Crystal Arcade, and Undermine. So lastly, it's going to be Colette, and to be honest, it's not really a ton of good maps to push her on. I would say the best maps for her that we've been using in competitive, Kaboom Canyon and Safe Zone. She's really good in those maps. Not really the best in the other ones. She's really good in Hot Zone. Actually, I've not mentioned Hot Zone like at all. But in terms of competitive, she's like literally viable in every single Hot Zone map. In terms of Brawl, I like to use her on, I think it's triple dribble. I use her a bit on the lane. And even Backyard Brawl, you can actually get away with using her inside a Gem Grab. I wouldn't really recommend using her on many maps, but I enjoy using her on Undermine. Okay guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed. As I said in the intro, this video has took a very long while to make. Probably took me most of my day to make. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video. As you probably realize, a lot of these brawlers really aren't that good outside of Gem Grab and Brawl. There's only a select few brawlers that are good in other modes, so definitely take into account how dominant those other brawlers are. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe guys, and I'll see you all next time.